Goodbye, weak legs. The Hasson vitamin combo that keeps seniors on their feet. You thought you were just getting older, that the tired legs, the shaky steps, and the slow climb up the stairs were all part of aging. But what if it wasn't? What if the real reason your legs feel heavy isn't age at all, but something far more fixable? Hi, I am Dr. Robert Peterson, and for over 40 years I've worked with seniors across America, helping them move with confidence, stand taller, and rebuild the strength they thought was gone for good. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. When your legs start to fail you, it's rarely just old age. It's often your body quietly running low on the very nutrients that keep your muscles firing, your balance stable, and your energy flowing. In today's video, I'm going to show you something different. Not another stretching routine, not another exercise tip, but 5 powerful nutrient combinations backed by real clinical studies that help older adults walk better, feel steadier, and recover faster. You see, as we age, we don't just lose strength, we lose the ability to absorb and activate the nutrients that power our legs. That's why many seniors eat well, take vitamins, even stay active, but still feel like their legs are weak, stiff, or unpredictable. The problem isn't effort, the problem is absorption and synergy. And once you fix that, once you give your body the right nutrients in the right combinations, things start to change fast. Balance improves, cramping fades, stairs feel possible again. Today we're diving into the 5 most important vitamin and mineral pairings for leg strength after 60. 1 builds your foundation. 1 restores nerve signals. 1 calms the muscles. 1 cools inflammation. And 1, the newest, helps flood your legs with oxygen and energy from the inside out. If your legs have felt slower, heavier, or just not as reliable lately, this video is for you. And if you've already started adding 1 or 2 vitamins, but haven't seen results, this may be the missing piece. Stick around and let me know in the comments. What's the number 1 leg issue you're struggling with lately? Balance? Fatigue? Cramps? Because the good news is, your legs may not be aging. They may just be waiting for the right help. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to tap the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Thrive. After 6-5 for more science-based tips designed just for you. Because your legs and your life after 60 still have so much strength left to give. You've probably heard of calcium and vitamin D3 before, usually in the context of bone health. But for older adults struggling with weak, shaky legs, this duo is far more than a bone builder. It's the foundation your lower body depends on, like steel beams holding up a bridge. Let's start with vitamin D3, the silent switch that makes everything else work. When you wake up and feel like your legs are slow, hesitant, or heavy, that's not just aging. That could be your body quietly signaling a D3 deficiency. Vitamin D3 acts like a master key. It unlocks your body's ability to absorb and use calcium properly. Without it, calcium floats around in your bloodstream, unused, ineffective, like bricks stacked next to an unfinished wall. Combo number 1. Vitamin D3 plus calcium, the foundation that holds you up. Let's start where so many struggles begin, right at the base. If your legs feel shaky in the morning, or if your knees seem to tremble when you stand, it might not be about strength at all. It might be that your foundation, the one your muscles, nerves, and balance depend on, is quietly crumbling. That's why the first vitamin pairing we're talking about isn't fancy. It doesn't promise overnight energy or instant pain relief, but without it, every step becomes harder than it has to be. I'm talking about vitamin D3 and calcium, the silent strength builders most seniors don't even realize they're missing. You've probably heard their names in commercials or seen them listed on multivitamin bottles. But in older adults, these 2 nutrients go beyond bone health. They play a vital role in whether you can walk confidently, rise from a chair without wobbling, and climb stairs without fear. Vitamin D3 is the key that unlocks everything else. It helps your body absorb and use calcium, not just for your bones, but for your muscles too. Without D3, calcium can't reach the tissues that need it most. It simply lingers in your bloodstream, unused, like bricks stacked neatly beside an unfinished wall. Here's what makes it harder. After 60, your body's ability to make D3 from sunlight drops sharply. your kidneys stop activating it efficiently. And with less time spent outdoors, most older adults become deficient without even realizing it. Now, calcium plays its own starring role. It doesn't just build bone, it helps your nerves talk to your muscles. Every step, every adjustment in balance, every time you catch yourself before stumbling, that depends on smooth communication. Calcium is the signal that makes that possible. But if there isn't enough, or if your body can't absorb it, the signal gets delayed, or even lost. And what shows up on the outside? Trembling knees, slow reaction time, that unsteady feeling when you try to stand too fast. Together, though, D3 and calcium form a powerful team. Studies back this up. In one clinical trial involving over 2,500 adults over 65, those who took 1,000 milligrams of calcium with 800 IUs of vitamin D, 3 daily for just 6 weeks, saw real improvements: fewer falls, stronger legs, less early morning leg shaking, and a study from Johns Hopkins found this pairing helped restore nerve muscle coordination, especially in the knees, hips, and calves, areas where stability matters most. I remember one patient, George, a retired postman in his 70s. He was active, careful, and convinced that his daily multivitamin was doing the job until a fall in his garage shook his confidence. At his daughter's suggestion, he switched to targeted supplements, D3 and calcium. Within weeks, he was back to walking his dog daily, no hesitation. It wasn't magic, he told me. It was just finally giving my body the support it had been quietly asking for. If your legs feel unsteady, not from pain, but from doubt, this might be the missing piece. Not something dramatic, just 2 nutrients, working together in the background, strengthening the very base you stand on. So talk to your doctor. Ask about high-quality forms like D3 cholecalciferol and calcium citrate. Start small, stay consistent, because sometimes the best way forward is by rebuilding what holds you up. Now that we've strengthened your foundation, let's move higher into the control center. Because even with strong bones and muscles, you might still feel something's off, like your legs hesitate when you stand, or your feet don't quite keep up when you start walking. That's not weakness, that's miscommunication. And the fix? It starts with your nervous system and 2 crucial vitamins, vitamin B12 and folate. Think of your body like a city. Your brain is the command center. Your legs are the delivery trucks. But in between, you need clean, fast, uninterrupted roads. That's your nervous system. And just like roads crack over time, nerve pathways do too. Vitamin B12 is the repair crew. It helps rebuild and protect the myelin sheath, the insulation that wraps around your nerves like rubber on electrical wires. Without this sheath, signals don't jump properly. They fizzle, delay, or die out before reaching your muscles. That's why so many seniors experience strange symptoms. A stumble after standing, tingling in the feet, numbness in the calves, delayed reaction time when adjusting balance. These aren't just aging. They're classic signs of a B12 deficiency, and they're often reversible. But B12 doesn't work alone. It needs folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate helps form red blood cells that deliver oxygen to your nerves. And more importantly, B12 activates folate into its usable form. Together, they form a kind of biological relay system. One prepares the route, the other sends the message through. Research confirms the power of this pair. A 2023 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with adequate B12 and folate had 42% faster foot reaction time, 30% fewer reports of numbness or instability, and significant improvements in walking balance within just 12 weeks. The magic isn't just in the nerve repair, it's in how it feels. One patient, Mary, 73, a retired librarian, came to me with a quiet frustration. "It's not that I'm in pain," she said. "I just don't trust my legs anymore." Her blood work showed low B12. We adjusted her diet with eggs and leafy greens, added a daily B12 folate combo, and within a month, something shifted. "I could stop when I meant to stop," she told me, smiling. "I wasn't worried about tripping anymore." What's happening here isn't magic. It's biology working the way it's supposed to. Low B12 slows down nerve signaling. Folate boosts oxygen delivery. And when both are in balance, your brain and legs start talking again, clearly, confidently. If you felt that your legs hesitate before they move, if you've had near stumbles that felt more like static than missteps, this could be why. Talk to your doctor. Ask for a B12 blood test. If supplementing, look for methylcobalamin, a highly absorbable form of B12, and active folate, 5-MTHF. And consider adding food sources like eggs, spinach, and lentils to your routine. Because your legs don't just need strength. They need clear, reliable communication. And this vitamin duo might be the translator your nervous system has been waiting for. We've rebuilt the foundation. We've reconnected the signals. But if your legs still feel tight, stiff, or stuck, especially after sitting or early in the morning, then the issue might not be your nerves or bones at all. It could be the chemistry inside your muscles and two silent minerals that most seniors don't realize they're missing. Let's talk about magnesium and potassium, the muscle-calming duo that helps your legs move the way they were meant to. If you've ever stood at the sink and felt your calves tense up, or tried to walk after sitting, only to find your thighs locked or unresponsive, you're not alone. Many older adults describe this exact feeling, like the legs forget how to move, even when they're willing. And it often comes down to mineral imbalance. You see, every movement in your body, every step, shift, and stretch is powered by tiny electrical impulses sent from the brain. But those signals don't work alone. They need messengers. That's where magnesium and potassium come in. Potassium helps the signal reach the muscle, while magnesium helps the muscle relax afterward. Think of potassium as the ignition and magnesium as the brake. But when either one is missing, or both, the signal becomes chaotic. The muscle may contract, but won't release. And that's when you feel tightness, cramping, or what many describe as locked joints. And, in fact, low magnesium has been linked to nighttime leg cramps, early morning stiffness, and higher fall risk. A 2021 review in Nutrients found that older adults with low magnesium levels were over 2.3 times more likely to experience nocturnal leg cramps. And more than 60% of people over 60 don't meet daily magnesium needs, often without knowing it. Potassium is no less important. It helps transmit nerve signals and balance fluids in your muscles. But it gets depleted easily, especially in seniors taking blood pressure medications or diuretics. When potassium runs low, legs feel heavy. You may experience twitching, numbness, or fatigue after even light walking. Together, these deficiencies create a frustrating cycle, legs that don't cramp from overuse, but from miscommunication. Now here's the encouraging part. Small changes can bring big relief. A 2023 clinical trial found that seniors who added magnesium and potassium-rich foods in the late afternoon or evening, like leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, bananas, or sweet potatoes, saw dramatic improvements. After just 4 weeks, 71% reported better leg control during walking therapy, and 68% could walk longer without fatigue. Take Geraldine, a 76-year-old retired teacher. She thought her stiff knees were arthritis, but some days were better than others, and that inconsistency confused her. After a conversation with her physical therapist, she added a handful of pumpkin seeds and half a banana to her dinner. Within 2 weeks, she said, it felt like someone oiled my knees. That's the power of restoring mineral flow. So if your legs feel tense, tight, or slow to respond, especially in the morning or after resting, don't assume you're just getting old. You might simply need to rebalance your minerals. And magnesium and potassium? They might just be the missing rhythm your muscles have been waiting for. So far, we've strengthened your foundation, repaired your signals, and restored movement flow. But what if your legs still feel heavy by afternoon, or quietly swollen by evening, even when you're eating well, stretching, and doing all the right things? That may be more than tiredness. It may be inflammation, the kind that builds slowly, silently, and wears down your strength day after day. Luckily, nature gives us a way to cool the fire from within, and it starts with 2 powerful allies: omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin E. Inflammation isn't always a bad thing. It's your body's natural way of healing, responding to stress, strain, or injury. But after 60, This healing process can get stuck in the on position. Instead of helping, it begins to hurt. Tiny micro tears in your leg muscles and joints, from walking, standing, or even sitting too long, get flooded with chemical messengers. Not once, but again and again. The result? Your knees feel warmer, your calves swell a little more each night, and a dull ache in your thighs lingers even after rest. That's chronic, low-grade inflammation, and over time, it acts like rust in your joints and fog in your muscles, slowing you down when you least expect it. But omega-3 seconds, especially EPA and DHA from fish oil, can change that. They work on a cellular level, replacing pro-inflammatory fats in your cell membranes with anti-inflammatory ones. They block enzymes like COX and LOX, the ones that produce pain-triggering chemicals. And they reduce cytokines, those fire starters, that cause tissue breakdown. Then comes vitamin E, your cleanup crew and shield. It neutralizes free radicals, those unstable molecules created when inflammation runs wild. It protects your cell membranes from oxidative damage and keeps omega-3 seconds stable, allowing them to keep working longer. Together, these two nutrients don't just reduce inflammation, they help your legs recover and stay recovered. In one 2020 study, from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 60 who took 1,200 milligrams of omega-3 and 200 international units of vitamin E daily experienced remarkable results over 8 weeks. A 41% reduction in knee swelling, a 39% improvement in walking speed, and 54% said their nighttime leg discomfort nearly vanished. Another study in 2022 found this pairing increased walking endurance by 21%, not just by masking pain, but by improving how joints and muscles function under pressure. Take Roger, 80, a retired train conductor from Indiana. He described his legs as carrying bricks. Not sharp pain, just a heavy, dragging fatigue that made every step feel like walking through mud. He tried stretching, massage, even physical therapy. But it wasn't until he added omega-3 seconds and vitamin E, just 2 capsules with his dinner, that something shifted. I didn't need the armrest to stand anymore, he told me. I could move without forcing it. It felt natural again. So if your legs feel inflamed, not fiery, but foggy and slow, think deeper. You might not need more strength. You might need less inflammation. Add more fatty fish like salmon or sardines, snack on almonds and sunflower seeds, or talk to your doctor about a supplement. Because sometimes, the lightness you're missing isn't in your muscles, it's in how your body responds to them. We've talked about your muscles, your nerves, your joints, and even your internal chemistry. But if your legs still feel like they run out of gas too quickly, if you find yourself needing to sit down after just a short walk, or if standing for long stretches leaves you feeling lightheaded or weak, there might be something even deeper going on. It could be that your muscles aren't getting the oxygen they need to keep moving. And when it comes to oxygen, iron and vitamin C are the team your body relies on most. Iron is the building block of hemoglobin, the molecule in your red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to your muscles. Without enough iron, your blood can't deliver oxygen efficiently. And your legs? They feel the shortage first. This isn't about dramatic anemia. Even mild iron deficiency, common in older adults, especially women, can cause leg fatigue, muscle weakness, and reduced walking endurance. But here's the challenge. Iron is notoriously hard to absorb, especially after 60. Stomach acid levels drop with age, making iron less available to the body. And many seniors take antacids or other medications that reduce absorption even more. That's where vitamin C comes in. Vitamin C doesn't just fight colds. It enhances non-heme iron absorption, the type found in plant foods and most supplements. When taken together, it transforms poorly absorbed iron into a form your body can actually use. This isn't just theory. A 2021 study from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who took 50 milligrams of iron with 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily for 12 weeks increased their hemoglobin by 13%, walked 22% farther in 6-minute walking tests, and reported 38% less leg heaviness after climbing stairs. And the improvements came without needing high doses or complex treatments, just the right pairing at the right time. One patient, Linda, 74, had long struggled with energy. Her legs didn't hurt, but they gave out quickly. She could grocery shop, but needed to sit before unloading the car. Tests showed her iron was low normal, not anemic, but clearly affecting function. Her doctor recommended adding a small dose of iron with orange slices at breakfast. After a few weeks, she felt more steady, more able. I didn't feel supercharged, she told me, but I felt like my legs finally had fuel, not just willpower. That's the quiet power of oxygen. You don't notice it when it's there, but when it's missing, even a little, your entire body has to work harder to keep up. If your legs feel tired before they should, if you recover more slowly than you used to, it may be time to check your iron. Talk to your doctor. Ask about a ferritin test, not just hemoglobin, to detect hidden deficiencies. And consider combining iron with vitamin C from citrus fruits, bell peppers, or a gentle supplement. Because energy isn't just about what you do, it's about whether your body has the oxygen it needs to carry you there. You've made it to the end, and that already tells me something important about you. You care, not just about your legs, but about your future, your independence, your ability to move through each day with confidence instead of caution. And now, you have something most people don't. A roadmap. You've seen how 5 powerful combinations, simple nutrients, working together, can rebuild the systems that time, stress, and age quietly wear down. You've learned that vitamin D3 and calcium don't just build bones, they rebuild stability. That B12 and folate help your brain and muscles speak clearly again. That magnesium and potassium calm the chaos in your muscles and bring back rhythm. That omega-3 and vitamin E cool the invisible fire and protect every step. And that iron and vitamin C quietly deliver oxygen, energy, and endurance from the inside out. Not every leg problem is a mystery, and not every solution comes in a prescription bottle. Sometimes, the answer is in your kitchen, or in a quiet conversation with your doctor, or in the decision to keep learning just like you did today. So take a breath, take a step, and take one small action this week, whether it's adding a banana to your dinner, asking for a ferritin test, or swapping your multivitamin for something more specific, because real change rarely comes all at once. It comes in moments like this, when you choose not to give up. If this video gave you even one new insight, please give it a like. Leave a comment and let us know which of the 5 combinations you're most excited to try. And don't forget to subscribe to Thrive After 6-5 for more science-based, senior-focused videos just like this one. Because your legs aren't done walking, your body isn't done healing, and you're not done living.